What's good, YouTube? It's BigMontSportsTalk. We back here again with another video. And today's video, we here to talk about the Steelers versus the Texans. Yes, basically they played and boy, it was an old-fashioned butt whooping. They lost. The Texans won 30-6, and I'm just here to give my opinions on why the Texans won and the Packers lost. Yeah. So basically they lost 30. Well, first off, shout out to them Texans. I got to give a shout out to them Texans. Really shout out to that defense. I ain't gonna lie, that defense is elite. I ain't gonna lie, it's one of the best defense in the NFL in a while. They was on Aaron Rodgers' ass, boy. They was on them like flies on shit, boy. They was on him. He couldn't do nothing. Well, I mean, he couldn't do nothing. He couldn't do nothing. They had him straight up clamps. They could. That defense is something crazy. What I also like about them is how they get pressure. They get pressure sending foe. They don't try to hide the blitz. They don't try to fake like this blitz is coming from the right, but it's actually coming from the left. No, they line up with four people on that line and they get to that quarterback. Hunter was going crazy. Will Anderson was going crazy. That defense is something crazy. I ain't gonna lie. They got the D line. They got the DBs. Lassiter, he killing right now. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't think he was gonna be this good coming out of college. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie. I knew he was good, but I wasn't expecting this. Stingley, you already know, boy, he's in conversation of being the best corner. One dude who I didn't know about, I knew about him, but I didn't know he was like that, was that boy Petrie. That boy was flying around the field. He was wrecking havoc all game. Shit, Will Anderson was wrecking. Well, I ain't gonna lie, that whole defense was wrecking havoc. That boy Aaron Rodgers couldn't do nothing. He couldn't throw the ball. They couldn't run the ball. Shit, they couldn't do nothing. And the crazy thing about it, if you keep it real, I thought C.J. Stroud was trying to throw the game because he was playing like straight ass. That's how you know, like that, like how people be saying that winning stuff, winning quarterback, that shit shouldn't matter, boy. That boy won the game, and he forced, well, he had what, two fumbles? It could have been more. Threw a pick. He really do nothing that whole game. He was straight basuda. He was ass the whole game. So yeah, that winning stuff, they need to cut that out. I don't think he had nothing to do with that win. He really didn't. But yeah, that he played like bun. So he got to do better next week. Next week, or it's gonna be a quick little L. But yeah, yeah, they didn't do nothing. Oh well, I ain't gonna lie. The Texans is looking deadly because even with C.J. Stroud playing bad, they could run the ball and play defense, and that's all you really need. You just need a quarterback that won't turn it over, and if he don't turn it over, it's gonna be a tough beat because that's why I said they can play defense, they can run the ball. That's why I said you just need the quarterback not to make no mistakes. He was making too many mistakes, but yeah, I think the Texans is something serious. I ain't gonna lie, they for real. They got a chance to make it all the way. I ain't gonna lie, boy, because I don't think nobody that defense. I don't think shit. If you really think about it, the defense scored more points than Aaron Rodgers did. The defense put up more points than the whole Steelers offense. But yeah, yeah, the Steelers, that joint is over. The reason why I think the Steelers lost is just simply because they couldn't they couldn't do nothing offensively. That's the real reason why. DK, I ain't gonna lie, boy, you gotta run some routes, which is crazy. You gotta learn how to catch. Only reason why I'm saying that because if you was watching the Manning cast, literally on the Manning cast, he said he talked to the Texas DBs and they said DK only run three routes. They said he runs a streak, a slant, and a crossing route. That's the only three routes you run, which is crazy. I remember when he was coming out the draft, they tried to say he was Megatron, which was also crazy. But yeah, I don't think he yeah, I think they need to get another receiver. They need a real number one. I mean, shout out to DK, but that's crazy, boy. If DB's literally saying, "Hey, you run three routes," which he really do. That's all he ever did was be a street guy and a quick slant guy. But yeah, I think they need to get a receiver. They also got to get another quarterback. I think because Aaron Rodgers, Yeah, I think it's over with for him. There, if he do play again, I think he got to go to a team where he can be protected because he can't move like that. He can still throw the ball, but he can't move like that. So I definitely think he got to go to a team where he's basically got a good offensive line, and also sounds like they're gonna fire Mike Tomlin too. Which I think is crazy for him if they're gonna fire Mike Tomlin. I ain't gonna say it's crazy. I understand it because it's like he been there for a long time, time for a new scenery. But he never had a losing season. He may have 8-8 seasons, but he ain't never had a losing season. And then with the teams he had, it's kind of crazy if you really think about it. Like just look at this year quarter. I mean, no disrespect, but Aaron Rodgers is a legend. But you'll start a quarterback, a 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers. Last year it was multiple of people. You see what I'm saying? It's like he ain't never had a crazy good team. Like if you really keep it real, like going into this playoff, if you ask who got the worst roster in the playoffs, everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody, but majority of everybody gonna say the Steelers. Boy, they got the worst roster in the playoffs, but they always end up making it to the playoffs. So I think he going I think they is gonna give him the boot, but I think it's crazy for him to give him the boot because it's like, dog, it's like he basically what he's doing with his talent level, with the talent of the team is crazy. You got to give it to him. You got to. That's what I'm saying. You got to shout it out. But yeah, that's really the main reasons why I think they lost. And also, can we please stop with this winning's a quarterback stat now? Because we just seen with C.J. Stroud, what's this? His third playoff win, and he ain't played good. I ain't gonna say in majority of them three playoff wins. This game he played like straight buns, but they blew the team out because the defense. Like that winning stuff. Can we stop it? Like I understand like sometimes like a quarterback do gotta win the game, but not it's not all quarterbacks. It's literally a handful of quarterbacks where if a quarterback has a bad game, you'll lose. I mean, shoot, CJ Stroud played tremendous. He played horrible. And you see what happened. You seen the outcome, boy. The defense put up more points than the Steelers again. Like that's crazy. So yeah, that winning stuff, that winning is a quarterback stat. Let's can we please throw that out for next year, boy? Because it's crazy how quick they be saying like watch this. It's crazy how watch how now watch this. Watch how they bash Justin Herbert again, which I agree he should be getting bashed. But watch this. Listen to how they talk about C.J. Stroud again. Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence didn't play better games than C.J. Stroud, but who's on the better team? Huh? You're going to get the win when you're on the better team. I think media people forget that it's a team game. The only time where I think winning should matter is if it's a single sport, boy, like a boxing, a race, or something where if you lose, it's on me, boy. Like I could go out there offensive line, play offensive line. I could have 50 pancakes, boy, but we can still lose. A quarterback can go out there and throw for 400 yards. You still can lose. You see what I'm saying? A defense can give up, can have a whole bunch of sacks. You still can lose. So that winning stuff, I think we need to. I think we need to get rid of that, boy. They need to get. We need to get rid of that because they pick and choose with quarterbacks. Like I'm telling you, watch how they talk about Herbert and them, boy. They can't win a playoff game, but C.J. Stroud just won, and nigga basically had almost 4 turnovers. Like, come on, boy. Trevor Lawrence had 2 turnovers. He could have had more, but dude dropped pick. That's what I'm saying. That winning stuff. But yeah. So